so that we have the surface drainage going in the same manner as we would in a normal tangent section. And we've got a culvert, about a 24-inch pipe going about 6 feet underneath the surface of the pavement, right at the beginning and right at the end of the test section. This is one of our few choices. Originally, we got off to a little slow start this morning because what we wanted to do at first was to locate a section immediate for 724121, which would butt up against 724122, so we could have the same traffic monitoring for both sites. However, we just did not have sufficient distance before a major exit ramp, and therefore we were unable to do that. So we wound up coming down here. We are, slightly less than 2 kilometers to the east of where that other section is going to be that we will be marking, and I'll be doing another video on tomorrow. There you can see the Puerto Rico Highway Authority's falling weight. See their crew. Larry Pierce from our office is in there. And on downstream, and you'll see all these folks more a little later on, you can see, at least today at this time's dipstick crew operating the device, and right now the crew consists of Maria del Carmen Ramirez from the Puerto Rico Highway Authority and Dr. J. Brett Rahut from Brett Rahut Engineering. What we did yesterday is they did one pass, and then I and Larry Pierce did the other on 721003 in the wheel paths. I'll explain more about the dipstick and some of the things that we've decided here a little bit later. Looking back on the scene, though, back over adjacent to us to the south of us, so we've kind of got a little valley here. And the conditions appear to be as uniform as we'll find them on this particular highway, and that's the reason we selected this location for our test section. It was very good. There's Mr. Steve Davis from Brett Rahut Engineering pulling a sample of what appears to be the granular base off of the auger. This base thickness is about 6 inches from what they've gathered so far in their testing. Unbound crushed stone material. Me and said that is the embankment material, the fill material used in here, and it's that way throughout the entire height of the fill. They probably fit into AASHTO classification, perhaps A1B or at least one of the A2s. It's got some pines in it, but a lot of coarse material, a lot of rock, as you can see. Delegation here, or 2/3 of it. Mike Wilson over there wrapping the concrete core. Steve Gleason here getting some of the paperwork arranged for marking the samples which have been obtained. Diameter concrete cores taken from the beginning of the test section, or back upstream from the beginning. And these have been measured, and the average thickness on them is 9 3/8 inches, according to Mr. Davis, who I spoke with about this just prior to beginning the video. Tour of the test section, and here you see the beginning of it. Got a jointed concrete pavement with variable joint spacing. I've measured spacings 19 feet, 14.5, and so on. Distresses that we see include various types and severity levels of transverse cracking, faulting, lane shoulder drop-off. Got another one I don't know how to classify right there. It's just a pockmark really in the surface. We've got damage to the joint seal also. Indeed, there is no joint sealant material here. So I haven't observed any in looking at the test section. I have not done measurements, nor have I catalog this with the distress survey as of yet.